Hello, my name is Marcus Hakkinen, head teaching professional at Commonwealth Golf Club and also instructor down at the beautiful golf studio in Mordialloc. Now, in this series of videos that I am putting onto the website, it's all about just creating the proper fundamentals to be able to play good golf. Now, what I see in instruction is that some people don't have the correct fundamentals, whether that's grip, stance, posture, takeaway, or the correct feels. And I'm going to go through some basic videos on how to get that sort of fundamentals working for you. So what we're going to work on to begin with is the grip. Okay, now the grip is the most important part of the golf swing, I believe. You don't actually have a functional grip, it's hard for your hands to move in the right direction, okay? Now we've got to remember our hands have 4 ranges of motion. They have up and down, side to side, okay? Now when we grip something, we've got to make sure that when it's sitting in our hands, we still have the ability to make sure it goes up and down and side to side, okay? Now a lot of golfers that I do see have incorrect grips, which causes a lot of incorrect motions through the swing and a lot of compensations, okay? So how do we get a good functional grip? Now I'm just going to go through some very basic points for you to check with next time you're in the golf course or just even at home. First you want to do is make sure you're holding the grip in the right way. So with my left hand, okay, that's generally my glove hand, all right, and for the left-handed golfers, it will be your right hand. So we're just going to call it the top of the grip. What I want you to try to do to begin with is make sure you actually stand the club up right to begin with. Too many golfers that I see actually grip from underneath, all right? So they look at their golf club, they bring the hand underneath and they go, yeah, I've got a very good grip. What that generally does, it puts the rotation of the arm too much around, okay? So it makes it this way, which is very hard then to have the up and down motion in the swing, okay? What we want to try to make sure we're doing is actually gripping from the side, all right? We do not want to grip from underneath. We want to make sure that we're actually gripping both hands from the side, and having the club upright like this in front of you makes it much easier to do. So what you're going to do, hold the club up fairly square, so make sure the club faces square. Grab the club at the bottom of your left hand, so it's kind of dissecting down through the bottom of my fingers and just slightly through the palm. From there, I just want to make a fist. Now it'll look like you're actually creating a thumbs up, all right? So now I'm creating a thumbs up in the swing. From here, all I want you to do is actually drop the club down so it just kind of sits and rests. And what you should actually notice is that you're starting to feel pressure in that left hand and up through the heel pad. Okay, so I'll do that again. So I'm just holding the club nice and vertical, giving it the thumbs up, and then rotating down. So it's out, okay? Now what you should actually see from here is that I should be able to take off my 3 fingers and balance that club nice and evenly in the pads of my hand. If I was not on the pad right, it would sink, or again, if I couldn't hold that club correctly, it means when I've done my first up view like this, or I've done my thumbs up, I'm going to let the club down, I have it incorrectly sitting on my heel pad, all right? Obviously we've got 2 hands, so we've got to make sure we put the right hand on there as well. So you can actually do it both ways. Now there are 3 ways you can grip the club. You can have what we call an overlapping grip, which is called the Henry Varden, just the golfer from back in the day that created this grip, the interlocking grip, okay, or the 10-finger baseball grip, all right? Now, when we are making grip, I like to use the interlock grip, but again, once we've got the thumbs up position, we want to make sure, again, we're gripping from the side, not from underneath, okay? So I'm using the interlock, and then I make sure my right hand goes straight over the top of my left thumb. All right, I'll do it this way, okay? And then when I let the club go, I should have a very functional and neutral kind of looking grip, okay? We'll do that again real quick. Thumbs up with the left hand, interlocking grip, right hand goes over the top of the left thumb, all right? Then allow the club just to drop nice and parallel. This should give you a really good and strong grip to be able to go up and down, side to side. If these are tricky to do, okay, for example, troubleshooting, if you've got it in the palm too much, It's very hard to go up and down. Easy to go side to side, very hard to go up and down, okay? So then you'll just have to adjust that grip so it sits more in the heel pad and then sits a little bit more in the fingers. Up and down, side to side, okay? This is going to be your first start and point to actually playing good golf and be able to strike that ball more consistently and control that club head face to lower your scores.